I'm Kirstie McClellan-Day with the MovieReview.tv, here with Sonja Bloomer and Dean Kish, as in fish. The Wolf Pack is back, blowing away box office records in The Hangover Part 2. Where could you possibly go after the first one? How about Thailand? This time, Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach Galifianakis black out in Bangkok and try to figure out how they got there.
No! Oh, jeez! It's a monkey!
So what'd you think, Sonja?
I thought that the first Hangover was great, but this one, I thought it was just a repeat in a different location. I thought that it wasn't as funny as the first one, and I was really disappointed with it.
Dean.
I thought it had the edge. The exotic locale. These guys are hilarious together. They have great chemistry together. They're almost like the modern version of the Three Stooges.
What's original about it?
That's not what you're going in there for, I don't think. You're going in there just to laugh and get along with these guys. And because you're so familiar with them, it's like going to another bachelor party.
Modern version of the Three Stooges. He's got a point.
Phil got shot! Am I gonna be okay? You're a doctor. What?
Seriously, what is wrong with you three?
So much, Trace, I don't even know where to begin.
See it, flee it, or VOD it, Dean?
And I'll go see a Hangover 2 again, so I'll see it.
Sonja.
I say flee it and rent the original.
Sonja doesn't want to see it, but I do. So I say see it too. Dean and his imaginary friends and I are going. You lose, Sonja.
Let's do this.
Pirates of the Caribbean has lost its magic and its innocence. This time, the cast is on a quest for the Fountain of Youth. But a few minutes in, the story gets very old. It's Jerry Bruckheimer, so things still blow up all over the place. But it's so cynical, it feels like a parody of the original.
We know you're in possession of a map.
You could guide an expedition.
I could use a ship. What has become of my beloved Pearl? Taken. Blackbeard.
Sonja, did you miss Keira Knightley?
You know what? I don't think that Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom were completely missed from this movie, but I do think that the chemistry between Penelope Cruz and Johnny Depp was missing, and it really disappointed me because I really expected them to be a lot better together.
What'd you think, Dean? Did you like the chemistry?
It could use some help, but so could the whole movie. What could have helped it is if it would chop out the first 20 minutes, and it would have started with Johnny Depp waking up on Blackbeard's ship. If it would have began there, I think the movie could have been really good.
Our own ship turned against us.
Captain, I wish to report a mutiny. I can name fingers and point names.
Perfect.
So it wasn't tight, a little sloppy, but look at the box office.
Well, they're also taking into consideration the international box office. And they'll go see The Tourist.
So you're not giving the Europeans much credit here, Dean. What about you, Sonja?
You know, this movie's good for preteens and for young adults. I don't think it's terrible. There's just a lot missing from it.
And what's missing?
Well, I think that the original director is missing. This is a new director.
Now, this is Rob Marshall. He directed Chicago and a lot of musicals. And what was wrong with his directing?
I felt it was dark, but I felt it was just a little too tame. And the story, considering that it was shorter than previously, this was just, there wasn't a lot of bang for your buck.
See it? Flee it or VOD it? I already know your answer. It's flee it, isn't it, Dean?
I'd say VOD it.
Oh my goodness, Sonja?
I say see it on the big screen, and so it'll be good if you go see it in 3D.
Have you been there?
Does his face look like it's been to the Fountain of Youth?
Depends on the light.
In The Roommate, Minka Kelly goes off to college and rooms with a crazy. Who doesn't? But instead of borrowing her clothes, this roomie wants to take Minka's life.
I protected you!
What did you do to them?
I got rid of them all!
Whoa, come on!
For you.
Sonja, this movie kind of reminded me of a roommate I had one time. What about you?
I've had some pretty terrible roommates, but they don't compare to this one.
And why's that?
Because she's crazy. From the get-go, she's just nuts, and I really wouldn't want to share a room with her.
What about you, Dean? Do you have roommates?
No.
And?
The movie's too tame. They made a movie better back in the 90s called Single White Female.
I was going to say with Bridget Fonda.
Exactly. And Jennifer Jason Leigh is the brilliant psycho in that. Leighton Meester just isn't up to the challenge of being this kind of psycho.
I disagree with you. I thought Meester did a really good job of this role, and she was the only good thing about this film.
We're talking about Leighton Meester, of course, and she starred in Country Strong. And you like her.
I do like her. I think she's great, and I can't wait for her to have a real meaty role that she can sink her teeth into.
And Dean's not afraid of her.
No, I think she's really good. I just don't think this was the kind of role for her. This kind of role is tailor-made for people with acting depth. And I think Leighton just doesn't have it yet.
See it, flee it, or VOD it?
Flee.
Flee?
Extreme Prejudice.
Oh my goodness. And what about you, Sonja? See it, flee it, VOD it?
I say VOD it.
Something is up with your roommate. What do you mean?
Thank you for joining us on the MovieReview.tv. Catch you next time.